Hello, I'm having an adventure. Anybody who's watched recently will know that we've just sold our camper van and I'm getting withdrawal symptoms before our new one comes, but I've also, for the last, however many months, can't remember how long, had the mad, harebrained idea that I would like a little micro camper just for me, that, you know, like a solo camper. And the plan is to get one next year. Well, we're working on a bit of a plan because my husband has got a works van. So in this episode, I'm going to be using my husband's van as a camper van. I'm just trying to figure out what I need to put in it. Let me show you. So this is his van. So it's not very big at all. We will get rid of the ladders before I take it away. But we're just trying to figure out how we can make it into a camper van. So I'm sorry it's a wee bit dark in here, but basically we've brushed it all out, we've taken all of his tools out, and I am going to try and make it something that I can take away just for an overnighter and have a little adventure on my own. I do love my own space. So we've put a carpet in the bottom. I've got my sleeping bag there. I'm also going to bring my mattress topper that I use in the main van. I found this in our loft. We've never done camping, but we do have a lot of stuff in our loft and I don't know half the time how it got there. So this is a butane camping stove. So I'll be able to boil a kettle, cook on there. I've got my little table. I've also got some of these fold away stools at the back here, you can see. One to sit on, one is a little table. And yeah, we've got no windows, but we won't worry about that because I have got some string lights and I've got various sort of USB torches that I can use. And the plan is to be able to just go away on my own, but I'm gonna camp out on my driveway to make sure that it's actually workable, because I don't know, it might not work. I can only just sleep lengthways in it, so I'm probably going to have to sleep slightly diagonal. I'm 5'6", and when I lie in it, my head and my feet kind of touch the top and the door, but I think it's all going to work. So I'm just going to start loading it up with the kind of things I would probably take away with me. So the plan tonight is to basically simulate going away in it, and I'm going to see if it's doable. Right, so I've got a bit of a box of goodies here. There's a right mishmash of stuff. I've got a couple of 2-litre water bottles so I can make some tea. I've got some things to have a wash with. I've got a like a washing up bowl, a collapsible one, so I can have a wash, I can brush my teeth, tea towel, wet wipes, all the important stuff, toilet roll, pee bottle, you know, you got to go somewhere, a mirror, because that's really important. I've got a mug and tea bags. I've got milk in a little cool thermos cup. I've got a fan in case it gets a bit warm in there. Where is it? There you go. Just a USB fan. I've also got a woolly hat, very glamorous, with a head torch. I've also got a towel in there. So what else am I taking in with me? Right, I haven't got a fridge or anything like that. This is like basic camping. I've got my Bluetti power bank. Now it's only 600 watt. It's not very powerful. It'll be enough to make sure that my USB lights don't go dead. And I've also got this little 600 watt collapsible kettle. Mark's tried it and it does work because this is a 600 watt Bluetti. 1 cup boiled in the kettle uses about 20% of the Bluetti battery. So I'm going to have to be careful about how much tea I have. However, I can always take a bottle of wine, can't I? That'll save me boiling the kettle. The only thing I need to get now is the mattress to go in there and my sort of chargers and things and my iPad, and I think we're set to go. So I'm probably not going to go until after dinner tonight. Knocking my microphone.
You cook my tea.
Sorry?
You can't go before you cook my tea.
I've obviously got to do the important jobs like make and mark his dinner. But, you know, he's letting me have his van for the night. So, you know, trade-offs and everything. I don't think I'm going to eat with them, though. I think I'm going to cook them dinner, leave them to it. I say them because we've got mum-in-law with us. And then I'm going to head out to the van to try and simulate a whole evening. Otherwise, I'm just sleeping in a van outside. I want it to actually feel like I'm away and... you know, having a whole evening in the van. It's going to be a bit tricky because although I can sit upright, there's enough head height for me to sit upright, I certainly can't stand up in it, and so that's going to be that's going to be a bit of an eye-opener, I guess, as to whether realistically I could use a micro camper, because I do have problems with my back. Right, let's crack on and get this van loaded. Right, so I need to put the bed in here. I don't know whether to make it up now or actually do what I would normally do, I guess, if I was going to use it. I wouldn't have the bed already made up. But this is my mattress topper. I think if I was going away, a lot of it would probably go in the front. You can't get through to the front from the back because of the bulkhead. So I have to think about what do I need in the back with me. So I think for tonight I'm going to put everything in the back and then figure out what I wouldn't need in the back with me for if I go away. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm thinking I might make the bed up now. Just in case it rains later. Not the best view of my back end. What I need to do is rig up some fairy lights to make sure I can actually see in the night. As I've got the gas camping stove, I've brought my gas stove kettle, which means that hopefully I won't need to use the Bluetti for boiling water. So that's that. I've also brought a scented candle because, you know, I'm a girl. That was my fan just falling off. So I also, because I thought, do you know what, I want it to be a little bit girly, so I brought my little heart. There we go. Got all my lights on. Yeah, I think we're going to be all right. Right, in there I've got my clothes for tomorrow, clean underwear and a pair of flip-flops. Important stuff, wine glass, I need to go and get some wine. I've also brought a candle, but at the minute I've got nothing to light it with, so I need to bring something to light it with. That's actually a changing robe for when I go swimming, but I thought actually that might not be a bad idea to have. Obligatory pair of Crocs. And I found my wee nozzle. So basically that goes on the end of there and it makes it more user friendly if you have girly bits. Right, what did I say I needed? A lighter. I think it's just a case of bringing my iPad, phone and things when they've charged, because they're not charged at the minute. And I think we're good to go. Guys, this is beyond funny. So I'm all settled. I've just left Mark and his mum having their meal for the night. And I've come out and I'm just sat looking out the side door. It feels very small compared to our van. However, I did think, oh, I need to eat. So I've brought myself my dinner. So I've got a bowl and I've got some cutlery. And I brought my food out in a food flask. Just realising there's a distinct lack of places to put stuff. Here we go. And the important stuff. Since I'm not actually driving anywhere, I'm not sure if you can be drunk in charge of a van on your driveway. However, I'm going to have a glass of red. It's quite nice, a bit spicy. So my plan is to leave the door open while I've got daylight, and then as the daylight fades, I move inside. I've got my iPad, so if I want to watch a bit of TV on the iPad, I can. I just need to hotspot it. So I might watch a bit of YouTube. I've also brought a book, so I might do a bit of reading. Mark needs the van back to go to work tomorrow, so I've got to be up and out by 9 o'clock and have all my stuff out of it so he can convert it back into his works van. But here we go. Tell you what I don't know yet. I don't know whether you can take a van like this, or even a car, and sleep in it on a campsite. Ideally, I'd go to a campsite. I wouldn't need electric hookup, but I could go to a campsite just for the safety aspect until I get used to sort of wild parking on my own. But my daughter is looking at car camping, so we're going to try and do that together. I'll take the van, she'll take the car, we'll take my granddaughter with us, and have a little girly camp out. It probably is going to look really strange if any of the neighbours look out and see me. They'll think Mark and I have had a fallout. Oh, goodness me, that's nice. It's a very full-bodied Malbec. Well, that was really nice. I'm just going to give my dish a bit of a wash. I haven't left anything in there, so it doesn't really need any water. Just got some the skin and surface. Just give it a bit of a wash. I tell you what, it was lovely. I haven't left any. Obviously, I'll give it a proper wash. I just think it might get a bit smelly because it was quite spicy. Oh, that's a point. I've just realised I haven't got any means to dispose of rubbish. I can't get through to the cab from the back of the van, but there is a little hole. I'm tempted to put a bag the other side of the hole in the bulkhead. I'd have a carrier bag to just drop some rubbish in. I haven't brought a bag with me, and I don't want to go back into the house because the whole point of this is to see what I would need to survive if I was camping, because now I'm stuck with a smelly bit of wet wipe. I'm just going to have a look and see if he's actually got a bag in the cab. No, he hasn't, but I've put it in there anyway, because at least it won't be smelly. Right. So I think I'm just going to sit and enjoy my glass of wine and grab my book and just enjoy the last of the evening sunshine. It's now 8:20. John Grisham. I haven't read a John Grisham for years. I could probably get a chair and sit out on a chair, but I feel like that would be really conspicuous on the driveway. My daughter is one of my neighbours, so she thinks I'm eccentric anyway, so she wouldn't mind. But the other neighbours might think I'm a bit cranky or weird. They'd be right. I've just realised I've forgotten to pack a pillow, and I definitely do not want to go back into the house to get one, so I'm going to have to improvise, I think. I put my phone down somewhere and I don't know where I've put it. Right, so the sun is just going down, and I think I'm probably going to call it a night. I can't believe that actually the light in here looks so good on the Osmo Pocket 3, because it's actually quite dark in here. But I'm pretty much ready for bed now. Well, I'm not. I mean, I haven't got changed. I do need to do that. That could be a bit tricky in here. That'll be a first, seeing if I can get ready for bed. And I'm going to get into bed, and I'm probably just going to sit and watch a little bit of YouTube on the tablet. I might carry on reading for a little bit more. I need to figure out how to brush my teeth and do that sort of thing. But I think we're all right. I feel quite cosy and quite snug, really. Got my candle.
Good morning.
YouTube on my phone.
It's far too early for me to look at daylight.
Still got my glass of wine.
Looking at this this
taken a
view
while to go down.
because she is
It's all good.
a beauty. That is some fine, impeccable visual artistry for the AM.
Oh God, it smells absolutely amazing in here. The candle is by Bloom & Wild and it is bergamot and it is absolutely gorgeous. I've actually put it into my bowl so it's a bit safe. You don't really want a candle just burning. I'm going to try and brush my teeth. Let me put my microphone on. Right, so I've got the cup from my flask and I've got these 2 litre bottles of fresh water. I haven't even had a cup of tea, but I might try that in the morning. But I'm just going to have a little bit of water in here. It's amazing how inventive we can be, isn't it? All right, so I like these bamboo toothbrushes when I'm away because of electric one, you have to recharge them and they don't last very long. Right, well, I'm fairly certain you didn't want to see that because that'll get a damn good clean tomorrow anyway. Right, faces, faces, face even. These wipes, Virable for skin and surface, so I'm assuming they're all right to use. We do a bit of pits as well. Right. One. Oh, bin again. Haven't got a bin. Through the hole. I'll clear that out tomorrow. Right, I think that's me just about done. It's very warm in here. I definitely don't think I'm going to need my sleeping bag. I've got this sort of microfiber changing robe. I actually got this when I was doing aquafit. So you know when you come out and it's cold and you're getting changed, which is really good. But I think it's about all I need for tonight to sleep with. I've got the sleeping bag if it turns out to be a bit chilly. But it's quite warm in here. I certainly don't feel cold at all. Right, anyway, I'm going to go to sleep now and I will see you in the morning. Good night. I've just turned the candle out. Turned it out. I've just blown the candle out and gone to put the lid on in the dark. And I spilled it. So now I'm trying to mop up wax. These white wipes are coming in very handy. Not good. All right. Think we're done. Night night. Good morning. Well, I think it's fair to say that that wasn't a massively successful night. I didn't sleep very well at all. I'm just a wee bit too long for the length of the van. But actually that wasn't the major problem. The comfort of the bed, really not too bad at all considering I'm on a floor basically with just a doubled up mattress topper. I was just freezing. I was really cold. And I ended up, as you can see, putting a woolly hat on, putting my changing robe over my t-shirt, which I put back on. So I started off the night just with a vest top and my sleeping bag, obviously. In fact, I think I said last night, I would imagine I'd be all right just in this. Boy, oh boy, I was wrong. So I was really cold. And also not having any windows in here. Yeah, it was strange. I had this hole in the bulkhead, so when it started to get light this morning, that let light in, but we're east facing, so the sun coming up was like, oh, just like the light coming through this hole was magnified. So that woke me up very early. But I did sleep. I just didn't get to sleep till probably 3:30 in the morning, I ended up putting my phone on and putting sleep meditation on to try and help me sleep, and that did work. So anyway, I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea and try and start my day. Oh, by the way, it's now 7:30. I think I was meant to be holding this the whole time. I kind of forgot. Right, well, the bluette is still on 93%, so I've got plenty of power to be able to make myself a cup of tea. With the electric kettle, hopefully it won't trip out. Mark did try it yesterday and it did boil. The kettle, 600 watts, right. Oh, here's the kettle lead. Because everything's just shoved into a box here, so it's not easy to find anything. Oh, I'm a bit croaky this morning. Let's get this cup of tea on. Oh, there we go. That seems to be boiling. Well, working. It's obviously not boiling yet. Right. Not the best camera work. Don't really know where to put the camera, to be honest. It's so small in here. Oh no, I think it's tripped. I think I'm getting a cup of tea with an electric kettle. That isn't going to draw. Isn't going to work. It looks like it's gone from 93% down to 0 as I've pushed the button. Let's turn this off. That wasn't meant to happen. I need a bigger power bank if I'm going to do this. Or I get the door open and I use the gas. Just can't really do that. Can't really use the gas inside, I don't think. Not with so much going on here. It would be different, I think, if I had a proper countertop or something, but I don't think I feel very confident using it. I think that surge when I put the kettle on has zapped the power from the battery. Right, okay, let's get something going on here. First of all, we'll put the water in the other kettle and we'll get the gas burner out, I think. Because I desperately do need a cup of tea. I don't know what the weather's doing out there because I can't see a thing. I suppose if I look through that little hole, it doesn't look too bad. Oh, I obviously can't open it from inside without the key. I guess that's a good thing. Good morning, world. My dog's just heard me. Blooming lovely out here. Right, kettle, what do I need? Never used one of these before. Oh, I don't think that's big enough. I'm going to need a bigger table. That's better, that's more stable. Right. Let's wait for that to whistle then. Not sure what I would do if it was chucking it down with rain. I guess you just figure it out, don't you? Didn't take my hat off. I've slept in it all night. That will be hat hair. So it's now nearly 8:05. I need to be up and cleared of the, have the van completely cleared and empty, ready for Mark to start his day at 9 o'clock. I think he doesn't normally go out until about 9:30. But if he told me 9:30, it wouldn't be ready until 9:45. So he's told me 9 o'clock in the hope that it'll be ready for 15:15. It's an ADHD thing. Right. He's probably up and about, actually. He's not come out to see me. I think he thinks I'm mad. I suggested we use the van because it's our wedding anniversary today. 31 years married. I suggested maybe we use this van, and when we go out this evening, because we're booked to go for a meal, we take the van and sleep in it, but he wasn't up for that. He likes his comforts more than I do. And listen, while I'm having my cup of tea, just before I forget, if you've enjoyed this, why not hit the subscribe button? It's completely free. It's not like a subscription service you have to pay for. It's just a way of letting the algorithm know that you like my content. And while you're down there, you'll find the subscribe button just down below. If you also hit the bell icon, it'll give you a notification when I post another video. And if you have enjoyed it, a like would be marvellous. Thank you very much. Right, well, that's cooling down. I'm going to get on and start tidying the van out. Alright, don't even know if you can see me. Hello, let's get this lot cleared up then. Right, I've let the gas burner cool down enough to put that away now. And that upside down. Put that way. Maybe that way. That was meant to drop in. That's the reminder to turn the gas off. That's clever. Finish my cup of tea. We'll head back indoors. It's 8:20. So that literally took 15 minutes to clear the whole van. Just got the mat to do. And of course, if I was on a campsite, I wouldn't be clearing the van out. I'd just be, packing things up. So I think this is doable, I just got to sort out the temperature in the night because that was freezing. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I'm sure you don't need to see me clearing the last dregs of the van out. But thanks for watching. Hopefully next time I'll be somewhere a bit more exotic than on my driveway. I have also potentially got something exciting going to happen, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it off. So until I do, I won't say any more, but keep your fingers crossed for me that my little plan that I've got in mind, that I'm plotting, comes to fruition. I will hopefully find out later today. And yeah, I'll leave it there. 31 years I've been married today. You don't get that long for murder.